Affecting much of the country today. That relentless, brutal winter weather is our top story, of course, with nearly 100 million Americans under some kind of weather alert this morning. We've got Al standing by. He's going to tell us what to expect today and this whole weekend. Let's get started with NBC's Emilie Ikeda. She's just outside Buffalo in a snow-covered Hamburg, New York. Emilie, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. This is what you'll see around every corner in this western New York neighborhood, these towering snow piles as crews are running out of places to push the snow. And while we are seeing the snowfall this morning slightly slow down, there is more on the way, which means for some residents, it's only going to get even more difficult to access their doorstep. As residents nationwide dig out from the latest blast of winter, this morning, millions are bracing for even more dangerous weather. Roadways from coast to coast treacherous. This car in New York slamming into a snowplow while trying to pass a truck. And frightening moments in Rochester when an American Airlines plane skidded off a taxiway because of snowy conditions.
Aircraft is off the E2 and he is over the whole show.
Emergency crews rushing to get 53 people safely off the aircraft. Parts of western New York blanketed by more than 5 feet of lake-effect snow, burying local businesses and shuttering schools all week in Buffalo. There's so much snow here, you can't even tell that's a car behind you.
No, you can't really tell that's a car.
Nearly 50 people have died over the last week as a result of the perilous weather, including 3 family members after a power line fell onto their car in icy Portland, Oregon. The only survivor, a 9-month-old baby. A witness rescuing the child.
I just grabbed the baby, I pulled him up, and I walked him up the hill.
16 people have died in Tennessee alone, which is now under a state of emergency, as sub-zero wind chills and more snow sets in across the country. But some moments of hope and daring rescues, including one by a 4-legged friend.
Call her!
In Michigan, after first responders were unable to reach a man who fell through the ice on a lake, his dog Ruby bringing over a rescue disc. The man eventually pulled to safety. And looking at flight disruptions across the country, already this morning there are more than 600 flights canceled. That's almost as many as we saw in all of yesterday. And you may remember the Bills game was postponed last weekend. Officials are hoping this Sunday's playoff game will have a different fate. They're calling on locals to come help shovel the snow. Savannah, maybe that's my next stop.
Exactly. The Bills, what do they call it? The Bills Mafia.
Yeah,
Get those
exactly.
shovels out. That'll be fun. Team building exercise. Al's got his eye on this storm. What do you see?
That's right. Building on